My name is Dan Aberhart, and I'm president of Aberhart Ag Solutions, and it's our role to bring Bio-Sul to the market on behalf of GFL Ag. Bio-Sul is an innovative blend of elemental sulfur and compost, and compost serves as a carrier to get elemental sulfur out onto the farmers' fields, providing that low-cost solution for sulfur for many years to come. So compost reduces the risk of fire, the dusting normally associated with elemental sulfur. It also kickstarts that microbial action that helps release the elemental sulfur in the soil. And the elemental sulfur is a slow release sulfur source that can be applied on top of soil surfaces to give you multiple years of sulfur release in conjunction with really good growing conditions. So it's two different ingredients that are underutilized. We can do more with compost. It's great for the soil. Elemental sulfur is in abundance in Alberta, for example, where we're taking out of a 10 million ton block of elemental sulfur right now to spread it on farmers' fields for a long-term, economical, agronomically sound, logistically friendly solution. Farmers today are facing rising fertilizer costs and supply issues. So to have a locally sourced, abundant supply of both compost and elemental sulfur that can be combined into a product that is typically the lowest cost source of sulfur by the actual pound of sulfur on the market today. And we're putting down extremely high rates to allow the efficacy of getting enough product on and making sure you're covered. And it's an investment in your soil that keeps returning. And when we look at the cost of nitrogen and phos and potash, and we look at the opportunity for elemental sulfur, especially in high pH soils, to make all the nutrients available, it becomes more efficient. It helps with your wallet and your pocketbook, saves you money and time. So this is really something that once folks get on the program and understand the benefits, they just keep rolling with it. And often farmers will do a third or a quarter of their farm, and then maybe they take a couple years off and come back to it. But it becomes extremely efficient in terms of application and cost to apply this method. Product is produced in Hanna, Alberta, and the compost is sourced from different urban sources around Alberta. And of course, the elemental sulfur is coming out of the oil field here in abundance. So we're definitely upcycling, we're adding value to products that are already really common and really ubiquitous, and we're scaling it out so that we can get that product out onto farmland that otherwise wouldn't be economical or viable. The compost has always been a really fun and exciting part of the Bio-Sul story. And the reason is that compost is something that reduces landfill usage by half. So if you think about that footprint from urban centers, if you think about the kind of things that are going into compost, it's the ultimate upcycling story. We take food waste, leaf and yard waste, various sources, and that gets composted, and it's such a powerful soil amendment. We do hear a lot about sustainability these days, and everybody wants to jump on that bandwagon, but here we have a homegrown local solution that's recycling essentially on a very large scale. So right from the beginning, we at Aberhart Ag felt really strongly that we could be part of something that really made a difference, that was just a good common sense idea. And who doesn't want to recycle? Who doesn't want to solve some of the urban folks' issues? Who doesn't want to have healthy soils and cost-efficient fertilizer? So the upcycling of compost and elemental sulfur has always been a really feel-good story. That you get the logistical, economical, agronomic benefits. You don't have to sacrifice anything to do so, but it's truly a good news story for the entire ag industry and for folks that care about the environment, which I'm sure we all do.